Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Luqmanul Hakim bin Muhammad Rozi. To introduce about culture, in the first thing is culture is the characteristic and knowledge of a particular group of people. So this includes their traditions, their language, their religion, their foods, clothes, social behaviors, taboos, customs, music, and also arts. To put it simply, culture is a way of life, meaning the way how they do things. And Malaysia is a multicultural society as we know it, but the main ethnic group is the Malays. The Malays or Melayu ethnic group consists of 50.8% from overall 32 million population in Malaysia. So historically, the Malays were once probably the people of coastal Borneo who expanded into Sumatra and the Malay Peninsula as a result of their trading and seafaring way of life. The Malay traditions, language, as well as the religion of the Islam itself are thought to have been promulgated during the era of Malacca Sultanate in 15th century. Since then, the unique culture of Malays have been widely promulgated until now. That is all for the introduction of Malay culture. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Nurina Junida binti Muhammad Kamal, and I will present a Malay language. As we know, the Malay language is the second language of Southern Asia. Okay, and Malay modern has been written in two forms of the Latin alphabet and slightly different in Indonesia and also Malaysia. Okay, and the Malay origin is from Austronesian language and it is from a family Austronesian language. Okay, and Malay can be divided by three stages, which is Old Malay, Malay Classical, and the last one is Modern Malay. Malay is categorized in its language family, which is tribe language of Sumatra. Okay, and it is evidence of the use of Malay language can be seen by ancient batu bersurat. In the 13th century, the Islam has influence of the Southern Asia and more stable and affected the development of Malay language. Malay also influenced the vocabulary, sentence structure, writing system, and so on. And there are three important encryption record ancient Malay language development after 14th century. Appears Malay literature and written from three batu bersurat that has been written. In 19th century, modern Malay said have to be begun. Munshi Abdullah article has been written considered as the beginning of the modern era of the Malay language. It say to be distorted by the classical Malay. Before British came, Malay has reached a high position, served as a language of instruction, administration, literature, a language of instruction in Islamic Education Center. And after a Second World War, the policy of English as the language of instruction in the education system has been changed by British. Malay language has been proposed to be used as a language that used as instruction language in the education system and become the main tool of racial unity by the Razak Report in 1956. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nakib binti Ahmad, and now I will explain about Malay dances. Malay dances are divided into two categories, which are the original Malay dances and adapted Malay dances. The original Malay dances are indigenous to the Malay region, encompassing Sumatra, the Malay Peninsula, Singapore, the Riau Archipelago, and Borneo. Its origins can be traced back to the early Malay civilizations. While the adopted Malay dances are influenced by foreign cultures due to the political and historical events. So here we have Zapin, one of the most popular upbeat and expressive dance that was originated from the Hadramaut region in Yemen. This dance was introduced to the Malay archipelago in the 14th century. It was commonly performed by male dancers in the past, but now we can see both male and female dancers perform this dance together. This dance was used to be performed in Singapore before it was known as a representative performing art form of the Malay community. The second one is the most sophisticated and ancient form of sung dance drama, which is Mak Yong, the one that was rarely performed. This dance was originated from the state of Kelantan, and it was believed to be performed by the wife of rice farmers in remote areas in Kelantan, but now it was developed into a folk form in the 20th century. This dance is believed to be originated from ancient shamanistic healing rituals, and it is regarded as having magical and special healing effects. So the third one is gamelan. Gamelan is a dance that was exclusively performed by female dancers. Gamelan is a word comes from Indonesia, means beaten. The dance was known as a very beautiful and a form of dance that is the richest of its kind in terms of traditional Malay dance. When the Javanese migration took place in 14th century, the music was brought into Malaysia and divided into two types, which is Johor Gamelan, or known as Javanese Gamelan, and the second one is Terengganu Gamelan. Lastly is the candle dance. This dance was believed to be originated from Sumatra. The dance was inspired based on the story of a girl who was abandoned by her fiancé who went on a trek in search of property. During her stay, the girl lost her ring and searched for it until late at night using a candle that was placed on a plate. The twisting and bending movements from the girl's body then was taken as the dance move. This dance was performed by a group of female dancers by carrying a lit candles on plates. The plate will be rotated carefully so that it will stay flat and to avoid the candle to be extinguished.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Wanafati Izzati binti Syufyan. Now I will tell you about food in Malaysia. The first one is nasi lemak. Nasi lemak is the historical origin from Peninsula Malaysia. Until recently, nasi lemak has become a very popular food and it's the main food no matter morning, evening and night. The name nasi lemak gets its title from the way coconut meat is used to cook rice. Coconut meat in particular is frequently used ingredients by traditional Malay society. Therefore, the history of nasi lemak is associated with the use of coconut meat and pandan in rice, which makes the taste of the rice fatty, aroma and mixed with anchovy sauce. Other than that, nasi lemak usually served with eggs, cucumber, fried anchovies, fried beans and sambal. However, nowadays nasi lemak is widely sold with a variety of dishes that include but are not limited to meat, chicken, squid, shrimp, clams, spleens and liver. The second one is roti jala. Roti jala is a type of meat-shaped dish and is eaten with sweet gravy, which is famous in the East Coast taste, and chicken curry or meat curry, which is famous on the West Coast. Roti jala is named so because of its shape made like a fishing net. A special container with several holes is usually used to produce roti jala cooked on a flat pan. Next is ubi rebus. Ubi rebus is a type of food from cassava, which is in scientific Manihot esculenta. This food provided for recalling memories of past societies that made boiled potatoes instead of rice due to the difficulty in getting other food, especially during the Japanese occupation in Malaya. Among the Malaysian community, Ubi rebus used to be a traditional food eaten instead of rice, sweet potatoes, and other daily foods. In our country, local black tweed, which is black stalk, and white tweed, which is white stalk, tubers are suitable to be boiled and eaten. Ubi rebus are best eaten with salt anchovy sauce or salt shrimp sauce. The last one is satay. Satay is made from pieces of meat prick with a skewer and roasted over charcoal fire. Apart from the famous beef and chicken satay, there are several other types of satay for sale like rabbit satay and deer satay. Satay gravy is prepared from pounded beans and mixed and cooked with various herbs. Fragrant smell is very important. Also available, satay is served with onions, cucumbers, ketupat, and nasi impit.
Hi, my name is Wan Anissa binti Wan Muhammad Nakhar. Baju Melayu Cekak Musang. Baju Melayu Cekak Musang style of baju kurung has the stylish mandarin, inspired collar or cekak musang. The performance collar come with 5 buttons, include 2 buttons for the collar. It is often adorned with jewelry and is usually custom, especially for traditional Malay wedding. Melayu Teluk Belanga has a typical neckline with no collar, stitched in the tulang belut or mata lalat style. Baju kurung hail from Teluk Belanga, the island of Singapore, which was previously capital state of Johor. Kurung Kedah is a short blouse with a baju kurung neckline and a 3/4 sleeve. It is worn long skirt or batik sarung or a kain plekat tied to the front with the green motif in front. Baju kurung Pahang has a high collar and is very attractive one with 7 or 9 buttons in the middle of the chest. Such as a design is very beautiful to wear for women who have an hourglass and ruler's body shape because it is fruitful, highlight the slim waist. Kebarong is a combination of the baju kebaya and the baju kurung. Baju kebarong is like the kebaya, but it is loose like baju kurung, which is why it is called baju kebarong. Kebaya is a bit like baju kurung except that it is much more fitted than baju kurung. Baju kebaya is usually matched with kain songket or kain batik.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Siti Aminah binti Abdul Hadi. Married in Malaysia. Married antiquette in Malaysia has 3 levels. The first is an introduction in the relationship. It is referred to merisik. The man acted parents or uncle went to the girl parent house as if she was married or not. The second is engagement. The man's side will go to the woman's house, be carrying a ring, a bond sign engagement. Then after the engagement, the couple need to make marriage registration and wedding preparation. The third is marriage. The obligatory thing during marriage is akad nikah. Among the Malaysia wedding etiquette is berenai night and wedding banquet is held amidst at the brand's house. Tomorrow there will be a wedding ceremony of the man's side son-in-law's reception. The next wedding etiquette is pre-agreement, and the last one is honeymoon.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Zaida binti Muhammad Zawadi. There are 3 festivals that Malays celebrate. It is Eid al-Fitri, Eid al-Adha, and Maulid al-Nabi. Eid al-Fitri is a religious day that marks the end of the fasting months of Ramadan. Then, Eid al-Fitri, also known as Hari Raya Aidilfitri. Hari Raya Aidilfitri we celebrate on Shawwal month. On the morning in first day Raya, the Muslim will have a Eid prayer at the mosque. Then they will have an apology season with their family members. and will receive a green packets of money from the adults. They also will visit their relatives and friends during Eid al-Adha. The second festival is Eid al-Adha. Eid al-Adha, or also known as Hari Raya Haji or Hari Raya Adik-Adha, is a day of celebration for Muslims who undertake the pilgrimage known as Hajj. Then, this celebration is to commemorate the willingness of the Islamic prophet Ibrahim to sacrifice his son Ismail in an act of obedience to Allah. The Muslim will have a Eid prayer and Korban ritual, which considered as a Sunnah Mu'akkad. This festival we celebrate on the 10th day of Zulhijjah. Zulhijjah is a 12 months of Islamic calendar. The last one is Maulid al-Nabi. Maulid al-Nabi is a birthday of our Prophet Muhammad SAW. It is a religious tradition of Islam and the Prophet Muhammad is the founder of Islam. The Muslim will celebrate the Maulid Nabi with zikir to remember the sacrifice of Prophet Muhammad. Other than that, the mosque will do the talk about the special of Prophet Muhammad to give a deeper exposure about Prophet Muhammad SAW with the other Muslim. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi. I'm Nurizatul Azira binti Ismail. Have you heard taboo? What are taboo? Basically, taboo in Malay's culture is a Malay's belief in the past regarding some of their culture and custom derived from their ancestor. The purpose of taboos are to teach people, especially young generation, to get a good moral value in their lives. For most Malaysians, growing up with some superstition or taboos are a norm, whether it is founded in logic or just a customary belief since it is a part of daily life. However, some of us would also dismiss them as an urban legend. The first taboo are, do not open an umbrella in a home. It is said that if you open an umbrella indoors, the bad luck will rain upon you. Besides that, it is also believed that if someone open an umbrella indoors, the snake will come out from the umbrella. The actual reason for this taboo are, you might hurt somebody or it may become dangerous to other people because of the sharp edge of the umbrella. The second taboo is, do not sing in the kitchen. It is said that if you're singing in the kitchen, you might get married with someone way older than you expect. The reason for this taboo is, you might careless while cooking in order to avoid accidents. Never cut your nails at night or whenever it is still dark. Most of Malay people believe that nails cutting would then seep into the floors, allowing the spirits to take your place and then your life will be shortened. The truth is, during the old days, there was no electricity, so if you cut your nails at night, you might get the risk of getting your fingers split. Next, do not go out and play at dusk. It is also believed if you go out at dusk, you might be kidnapped by boogie women. The real reason is the elders are worried about your safety. The last one is turn back home when you are meeting a snake. When hunting in Borneo jungle, it is believed that if a man meet a snake along his path while hunting, it is a bad sign. If he continues further to hunt, he will not catch anything or worse, get hurt. The truth is, you might be bitten by poisonous snake. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nula Asikin binti Ahmad Sastari. In conclusion, Malay has been widespread in culture fusion and multi-ethnic and multicultural tolerance models. Did you know when someone known as Malay, it will be referred as Muslim? The bond between the Malay community and Islam has allowed us to celebrate in a variety of ways of life, such as wedding and others. Islam also teaches a new culture in terms of attire, behavior and way of life. Examples hijab and qabul, bought by Muslim Arab traders, has been applied in marriage affair in Malay society. But Islam also does not prohibit tradition of bersanding, which was adapted from Indian custom. It become ingrained in the local community. It can be implemented as long as it does not conflict with Islamic law. Society open-minded attitude towards other people, culture, custom and respect for them is the cause of the peace it flows. We should learn from history. Malay should uphold their culture while also practicing Islam in a balanced manner, and a friendly progressive should be aspired to rather than the conservative, narrow-minded, backward extremist version. Just that for me. Thank you.